What's going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe. Excited to be back at it today with another trading video. And I think today is going to be a fun one. We haven't really talked too much about before the actual trade and what really goes into trading before actually executing on a trade. And today I wanted to talk through just how to anticipate the potential plays or the setups that will probably occur on a given day based on that price action right when you wake up in the morning and begin prepping for the given day. And today we're going to use natural gas as just an example because that's the main futures instrument that I tend to trade on a day-to-day basis. And I have a lot of videos on the channel kind of describing my different strategies for natural gas, but this is just kind of my bread and butter for actual day trading. And if we look at the chart here today, for example, right, natural gas opened up and had kind of a good rip up to this 3.34 area and then failed, right, and kind of faded all the way down to this 3.26 level. And it's really been bouncing back and forth from this support area to this resistance area. And what we call this in trading is a range, right? Whenever an instrument is kind of in between two areas or in between two prices, that is what we typically call a range day. And over time, right, you'll get used to kind of what the actual price action looks like based on the different cycles of a given market. But if we zoom out on natural gas a little bit and take a look at the 20-day chart, right, we can look at this hourly chart and understand kind of the movement in the past on natural gas, which is pretty clearly going down on the month, right? For the past 20 trading days, natural gas has dropped from 6 all the way down to 3. So it's had a 50% drop, and it's been making lower lows and lower highs, getting rejected right around this 200-day moving average as of late. So pretty clear direction here on natural gas. But at the end of the day, right, it's not going to drop forever, right? No instrument goes down forever. And most of these trading days have either been breakdowns or downtrends. So there have been a ton of short opportunities these last couple weeks, obviously, with all of this movement down. But we are seeing some consolidation in this 3 area, which is exactly what we talked about as a group. Because if we zoom out even more to maybe the weekly chart, we can see that gas broke out of this 5.5 zone that we were looking at and has fallen all the way down to kind of that next level that we are looking at. So right before this big breakout this year, we kind of were coming up to this 3 area, which is also a whole number. And that's really where this entire breakout originated from. That's kind of caused a wild year, and obviously with COVID, there was some fundamental kind of reasons for this explosion in the price of gas, but we're really kind of nearing that level again. So we've obviously dropped quite a bit, but it is important to know, right, that we're not going to drop forever, right? We are going to find a bottom at some point, and we're getting closer and closer to that 3 level actually, which is just something we want to keep in mind as kind of a back of mind bias, if you will. And if we look at natural gas today, like I was saying, right, we're in a range. And what's cool about anticipating and trading, because we really don't ever want to predict, it's really impossible to predict what's going to happen on a given chart, but we can actually anticipate based on the price action. So in this example, right, we're in a range. We're at kind of a low level where buyers might be stepping in these next couple weeks, and we're gonna see some breakouts up or down. We don't really know based on this range, but we know that a breakout at some point is gonna occur, right? It's not gonna stay in this range forever. So as a trader, right, when you wake up and see a range day like today, it's actually a pretty cool thing because as a breakout trader, right, if that's in that playbook of yours, you can actually anticipate that a breakout's likely to occur today, We don't know necessarily what direction. So you'll notice I have both levels here. Both are multiple touch breakout levels. So I'm really interested either way today. But this is really how I'll use price action to determine what could potentially happen on a given trading day. Hopefully this really helps with kind of how I look at the market and how I form a bias and even the potential plays that might arise on a given day. Thanks, everybody.